it's that time of year again that college students are going back to school. Oh wait, every kind of student, I guess. But anyway, for my alma mater, it's the first week. This is not my alma mater, by the way. That's just fun to say in a newly graduated, now person of the real world, oh wait, no, that's terrifying kind of way. So I want to tell you a story of something that happened to me during the first couple weeks of school last year that will be vitally important for you, especially for you college students in a smaller class. Yeah, so I'm not talking about bigger classes or lecture classes or something like that. I don't think it's as important there. So you know how at the beginning of the year, everybody's trying to find the perfect spot to sit that they will sit in for the rest of the semester, you know, for those first rowers or the last rowers or everybody in the middle, and trying to figure out where your friends are sitting and all of that. So there was this one time last year that I was taking a class in the morning that, I think this was like the third week of class. So by that point, everybody had figured out their spots in the class that they enjoyed and they were going to be there for the rest of the semester, right? Yeah. No. I was sitting next to this girl, let's say her name was Denise, and we were pretty much in the perfect spot in the entire classroom. It was in the middle. The tables are kind of set up kind of weird. If this is the front of the classroom where the teachers are at, there's like a U of tables that were all facing each other, and then in the middle of that U, there were two tables, and there were 2 seats per table, and we were in the one here. It was like the perfect spot. So yeah, I was sitting next to this girl Denise who was really nice and sweet and a good student and in another class of mine, so I figured that we would actually get to know each other by the end of the semester. Then there was this fateful day in like the 3rd or 4th week of class. I come late, and what I mean by late is I came in 30 seconds before the teacher started talking, so not really actually late. And there was this girl, let's call her Amanda, who was sitting in my spot. In my spot! In like the 3rd week of class! And like I said, there was only room for 2 people at that table, and there wasn't a spot next to Denise that I could sit next to, so I had to find somewhere else to sit. And the worst part was, I couldn't remember what seat Amanda had been in, so I just had to find an empty seat and hope and pray that it wasn't someone else's seat, and just sit there watching her and stewing about the fact that she stole my spot. What was I supposed to do? Just look at her sweet little face and figure out how someone could be so oblivious to the unwritten protocol that no one steals someone's seat after the first couple of weeks. You just don't do that. It's not okay. It's not okay because then chaos ensues. I spent the next month trying to figure out where I could sit that I wasn't stealing someone else's spot. I would come in, pick a seat that was empty, but I had a vague feeling was somebody else's seat, and then watch them walk in like a minute later and have the roller coaster of emotions go through their face that I had the first time that I saw Amanda in my spot. It's chaos! It's actually not chaos, but it's chaos! So yeah, finally after a month I find a spot that actually might work for me, but it's nowhere near as good as the golden spot in the middle of the classroom. It's kind of near the door and too close to the teacher and... But Hannah, you ask, why didn't you just come early to the next class and steal your seat back? I am not an early bird. I don't have the willpower, discipline, and determination to get out of bed early enough to get to class on time. Not after the first week. Also, I like to avoid conflict, and my personality is way too laid back to actually get worked up about this. I'm mostly getting worked up about this so that I can exaggerate the feelings that I had when I first saw Amanda in my seat, so that you will learn a valuable lesson in not stealing someone else's seat after the first week. If you don't like your seat from the first day of class, change it the next day and come early and just do it then. But after that, you're done. You're a history. You just have to sit in the spot that you're in. Don't create chaos after that. That's not what the college experience is about. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that satirical rendition of what happened to me last semester and you can learn some valuable lessons from it. After all, it's important to get the most out of your college experience. I will see you all tomorrow. Adios, amigos.